All right, Brock Purdy is still in concussion protocol, but participated in some aspects of practice yesterday, and I'm starting to think more and more that he's going to play. I'm talking about Brock Purdy, but maybe he won't. And I guess here's where I'll start with you, Goo.
Okay.
Are your expectations the same or different if Purdy starts or Darnold starts? In other words, what do you expect if Purdy starts, and then out of Purdy, and then what do you expect out of Sam Darnold?
Okay, I'll take the first one. With Purdy, if he's cleared, I'm not going to be upset. That's too strong. But there's something that is just dirty about it. And when I say something that's just dirty about it, I just did a hit with our guy, Sal Castaneda on KTVU about 9:35, Steiny. And we talked about concussions. And we talked about what we've witnessed with Tua Tagovailoa and the multiple concussions. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but Stein, if he's out there, it's on the table because you don't know what's about to pop off Sunday if he's under center. But if he passes the test, I expect Brock Purdy, the good Brock Purdy that we've seen a majority of his starts, to end this losing streak of 2 games. Now, if it's not him and it's Sam Darnold, there's a different excitement or eye test for me. I'm going to expect nerves. But from a team component or standpoint, if Sam Darnold starts, there could be some cobwebs and maybe, a thrower throws to get away from him to where I think that bodes well for Cincinnati to try to pull off an upset.
Yeah, I think if Purdy plays, the expectation is what it always is for Brock Purdy and the 49ers. I would assume. Not assume, but I would think they're the favorites to win the game. They're at home. They've won 9 straight games at Levi Stadium.
Man.
They'll have their starting quarterback back after a tough game in Minnesota, and I would expect Brock Purdy to bounce back and the Niners to win the game. If Sam Darnold's the quarterback, then I think it's a Malcolm X game by any means necessary.
I'm going to give you early, too.
If you're Sam Darnold or you're any backup in the NFL and you're going to play a game, all you got to do is win it. That's the only thing that matters, that Sam Darnold, if he plays, the 49ers win the game. That's all Darnold has to do. Purdy, obviously, is going to have to show, he's the same guy that we got to know for the first 10 games of the year.
Sam Lubman and our guys in the morning put up a poll because I need you to help me real quick here, Steiny. 3 hours ago, should Brock Purdy play on Sunday? Not if he's cleared or not, just should he play? 634 votes. Steiny, 50% say yes, 50% say no. I know you're kind of John Wayne because that's how you were when I left out of here on this topic. But again, I don't want to feel like I'm doing too much, but I care about the player. And in this instance, it's Brock Purdy, the NFL, and all that garbage they fed us about head injury. You did not get another gift. But my name better be on there. Steiny, all you care about is if he's cleared, is he's got to play.
If he's cleared, play. If he's not,
why
don't.
am I like, why risk that? Like, why? I guess I'm just, I'm not heartless. I'm not calling you that or anybody that feels the way you do. But that don't sit with. That sits right with you. The fact that he got a concussion on Monday and you would run him back out there Sunday. Let the head rest.
Yeah, this is one that I don't spend a lot of time thinking about.
Shout out vehicles, headrest.
I think it's cut and dried. I heard John Lynch talking. He said Brock's in protocol. That's about it. He'll either pass all the protocol or he won't. And
all right,
like, this is one of those things where if he plays, that should mean that he cleared protocol.
What if he got dinged again?
I don't know.
You wouldn't be. Would you then just by yourself, a quiet moment, say, you know what, maybe they should have sat him out?
But
I guess that's how I'm looking at this thing.
But what would sitting him out do?
Give him more time to heal.
Because
there's a bye coming up.
But that's the point. If he passes protocol, it means he's healed.
Hey, man, all right. So your thing is protocol is fear. Why would you have fear if he passed the protocol? But we know the protocol really ain't the protocol, Steiny. Nobody knows the protocol. Really. These head injuries are real. So my whole thing is, if I can get hit or risk getting hit on the head, like you talked about your concussion, Shasky did today, why would I even have that on the table when I can give my player rest from even taking any contact? Well, that would be the adult thing to do. But I know there's a game to win.
Yeah, like I said, I don't. If he clears protocol, then he's healthy. And my understanding, and this is what John Lynch was talking about. He said, the league is heavily involved in this, in protocol when guys are concussed, and so he's going to have to pass some tests. Some of them are on the field. I guess some of them are off, but he was back on the field. And I mean, if he passes all the tests today and he's showing no signs of a concussion and he's 100% or he's feeling healthy, I guess at that point I'd say, why wouldn't he play?
Okay. And I'm not mad at that, partner, but I know how I feel, and it's about to come out now, hearing you say that. Steiny, I guess I got an issue with the protocol and the test because he's not going to be on the field with live guys coming at him trying to hurt him. That's the ultimate test, right? And what you said yesterday when you said, Goo, those, after the 6 minutes after he got dinged up, look at what transpired on the field, you may have something. But Steiny, I guess what I'm saying is you cannot duplicate what he's going to be facing in a game. To me, I'm not a neurologist, but rather than follow my finger, how many fingers I got up. It's like a big crock of you-know-what to me. Like, the real test is him out there and guys coming at him.
If he's completely healthy, what's the difference between him facing a real game Sunday or 2 weeks from Sunday? I mean, I could make a case that it's like...
I don't have that answer.
I can make a case it's like riding a bike. I mean, you'd probably get back up on that bike as soon as you're healthy after you fall down. I just don't think it's that complicated.
Well, I'll tell you what. We're up here talking about the quarterbacks, and rightfully so. I'm being real. I don't know what's going on with this defense and Steve Wilks being called out. I heard his presser yesterday. It wasn't odd. He tried to just get past it, and the reporters wouldn't let him, and rightfully so. They wanted some more explanation. But Steiny, what if I told you, I'm being real here, I'm more worried about this defense than I am Brock, whoever's under center? Yeah,
I'm not.
Wow.
I mean, the defense is good. We know that. If they're not good, you're not going to go anywhere. I mean, Bosa's good. The Warner and Greenlaw are good. And as bad as they played, they have not given up a lot of points. To me, I think the defense is fine. It's going to be fine.
Okay.
Because are you worried about Bosa? Yeah, I'm worried about Bosa. Okay, what are you going to do about it? I mean, you go ahead and worry, but he's going to have to get himself right himself.
And I believe that's going to happen.
Okay, so then there's nothing to worry about with Bosa. And the defensive line is their strength. They haven't been playing up to par. To me, it's one of those things that if this is how they're going to play, then they're not going to win the Super Bowl.
No, well, yeah.
So they got to come around. But I don't know that I want to. I don't know that I want to start Sam Darnold in a game that is going to be a tough game and we need to win.
Yeah. Well, you know what, Steiny? I'm going to say this to that. Kyle had to have that on his mind when he chose Sam Darnold as his backup quarterback because, I mean, we could be talking about a championship game or a Super Bowl where you got to come in and relieve the guy for whatever reason. So, I'm thinking about what Kirk Cousins did. Point-wise, it wasn't bad. But over 70% on third down, you got a young Kirk Cousins coming in here with some weaponry on the outside. And you just think of Ward, Lenore, Steiny, the flags, just where everybody's at. And Warner was out there. Greenlaw was, he was gimpy, but this is not going to be, and I know Goo is the NFL. Steiny, this is going to be a hell of a test Sunday.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. And Burrow, if he does to the 49ers what Cousins did to the 49ers, then we're going to be talking more about the defense and the lack of a pass rush because they got to get to Burrow. They can't let him do what Kirk Cousins did last week.
And it's interesting, before you move on, Steiny, it's interesting that the defense, let's just say, has looked regular after the beatdown and domination of Dallas, where they were making the ball come out of Tony Pollard's hand, and they looked like Mike Tyson in his prime. So, again, you're right. It is a good defensive unit. It's been referred to as one of the best defensive units, but after the Cowboy game is when this kind of start surfacing. So I can't wait to see, again, the quarterback, the offense without Debo. I'm asking you, I know you're not the reporter, any word on Trent Williams?
Today's a big day,
all right, according
to John Lynch.
Okay.
They don't typically do a lot on Fridays, but they'll get a sense for if Trent Williams can play.
Look at my man.
888-957-9570 is the number. Are you playing Brock Purdy this weekend against the Cincinnati Bengals, whether he passes protocol or not? Even if he passes protocol, are you telling him to sit out, wait 2 weeks before he can play? Or does he not pass protocol and you go to Sam Darnold? Does he pass protocol and you still go to Sam Darnold? 888-957-9570. And then my question is, if it is Sam Darnold, do your expectations change? Do you give the 49ers less of a chance to win? Do you think that they become kind of an underdog with a backup quarterback? Or is it a game that you think they should still win with Sam Darnold or without? 888-957-9570 is the number.
Yeah, Steiny, I'm going to tell you, you know how I think about Sam Darnold. Physically, do I want to use the word, I want to go courthouse and say superior, but he's got the physical traits that Brock Purdy has. Now it's just about when he's in there, if he gets the shot, can he read and react like Brock Purdy does? But as far as physical standpoint, there is no drop-off. You can make the argument that he's actually more talented when you talk about his arm.
Yeah.
But now it's his mind.
We'll see. We'll see.
If he gets the shot.
Michael Blake is paying $4.99 for his
early
super text on the YouTube
They got paid.
chat.
It's payday.
Serious question. Why do 49ers fans and media act like Sam is Nathan Peterman? He's put some good tape out there. If he hadn't, he wouldn't be here.
Count it. I don't think nobody said he's Nathan. That means he sucks.
Okay.
He's not. We know what Darnold was supposed to be, and maybe he'll be that if he ever gets a shot here. That could come as soon as Monday, but I've always thought you are a product of your environment. And any quarterback, John Tom, what a name, any quarterback that's in this 49ers system with Kyle Steiny, you're going to see the best version of them, I believe.
What if the best version of him is Nick Mullins?
Then Niner fans got problems.
888-957-9570 is the number. Let's go out to Travis. Travis is in Oakland, wants to jump in here on the 49ers and Brock Purdy. What's up, Trav?
Hey, how you doing, man?
Doing well.
Hey, I had called a while ago, and at the beginning of the season, I was like, the floor for Brock Purdy just has to be Jimmy G. And I wondered, do y'all think he broke that floor in the last two games?
I'll say no for the last two games, but before that, and I know you didn't ask, hell yeah, but the last two games, I'm going to say no. I don't know what Steiny thinks.
Before that, well, I mean, he was doing real well before that, but my thing is that Brock Purdy's a soldier. I mean, he just came back from surgery. I mean, I had 2 ACL surgeries in college when I played at City College in San Francisco. Shout out Monte Hill.
There you go.
University of Cincinnati. And, I came back 8 months. Like, you come back from a surgery like that, like, you love football. And, to me, I think you should get some respect. And I hope, when you mentioned Nick Mullen, it made me think about it. I hope that Brock Purdy don't transition to Nick Mullen. I mean, he's, 13 games of success or 12 games, whatever it is. I just.
No, I meant Sam Darnold. What if Sam Darnold? All right. Thanks a lot, Trav.
Sam Darnold's already shown.
Oh, so you were saying that Sam was Mullins?
Yeah.
Okay,
not Brock Purdy.
Okay, gotcha.
No, I meant what if Sam Darnold quarterbacks and the best version of Sam Darnold is Mullins?